Internal structure of the heart. As our house has specific rooms for specific purposes, such as bedroom for taking rest, bathroom for cleaning ourselves, kitchen for making food, etc., so is our heart, made up of 4 chambers. Let us know about internal structure of the heart and its associated blood vessels. A longitudinal section through a human heart reveals its internal structure. It is a 4-chambered organ with 2 atria. In singular, it is atrium and 2 ventricles. The atria situated on the right and the left side are separated by a band of muscles making up the partition called interatrial septum. Similarly, ventricles situated on the right and the left side are also separated by another band of muscles called interventricular septum. Both these septa help in separation of oxygenated blood on the left side of the heart from the deoxygenated blood present in the right side of the heart. Let us now study about the blood vessels associated with the heart. Main blood vessels which leave the heart are pulmonary arteries, aorta, and coronary arteries. Similarly, the blood vessels which enter the heart are anterior vena cava and the posterior vena cava. Pulmonary artery arises from the right ventricle to carry deoxygenated blood to the lungs for purification. The aorta arises from the left ventricle to carry oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. Coronary arteries are 2 in number, the left coronary artery and the right coronary artery, which arise from the base of the aorta only to supply oxygenated blood to the muscles of the heart. As coronary arteries supply the muscles of the heart, any blockage in them leads to heart attack, which is popularly called myocardial infarction. In return, the deoxygenated blood from the heart is collected by cardiac veins which carry it into right atrium. Anterior vena cava, which is also called superior vena cava, carries deoxygenated blood from the anterior parts of the body such as head, chest, and the arms pours into right atrium. Posterior vena cava, which is also called inferior vena cava, carries blood from posterior parts of the body such as abdomen and legs to pour into the right atrium. As we are aware of the chambers and the blood vessels opening into the heart, let us see the valves which regulate the flow of blood among the chambers of the heart. Valves are the special structures which regulate the flow of blood from one chamber to the other chamber in the heart or from the chamber of the heart into the blood vessel. These valves are characterized in such a way that they do not allow the backflow of the blood. The openings of these valves are guarded by 3 or 2 flap-like structures. If the valve has 3 flaps, then it is called a tricuspid valve. And if it has 2 flaps, it is called a bicuspid valve. Totally, there are four valves in the heart, namely right atrioventricular valve, left atrioventricular valve, pulmonary semilunar valves, and aortic semilunar valves. Right atrioventricular valve is a tricuspid situated between right auricle and the right ventricle. Left atrioventricular valve is a bicuspid situated between left auricle and the left ventricle. Pulmonary semilunar valves guard the opening of the right ventricle into the pulmonary artery. Aortic semilunar valves guard the opening of the left ventricle into the aorta. Apart from all these structures, heart contains two important nodes called SN node and AV node. Sinoatrial node or SN node is located in the right atrium of the heart. Atrioventricular node or AV node is located on the interatrial septum.